Good morning, guys. This is Chuck Mitchell here, as you can probably figure out rather quickly. We're coming out this morning to do stake out the Sunset Limited once again, and kind of figured I'd give you guys a little bit of a area tour of where we're at and where we're going. Currently, we're coming into the east side of Casa Grande, or Casa Grande, however you your vernacular wants to pronounce it. And gonna make a stop at Dunkin' Donuts here, grab some breakfast, and then head out to a spot out west of here, kind of by Picacho Peak, probably a good 20-30 miles away from where we're currently at. But like I said, I want to give you guys a little bit of a area tour here to see what's show you guys what's going on. We're gonna come up here on I-10. And the right lane will get you into Phoenix, and the left lane will take you to Tucson. Let's see here.
I said to myself, this affair never
see how good my camera skills still are.
But why should I try to resist when, baby, I know so well I've got you.
But gonna be another hot one today, I think. About 110, I think is what they said. Currently, it's pretty nice. About 70. Let's see here, 72. Not too bad. And don't mind, there's this exhaust leak on my right side exhaust manifold for some reason. Can't seem to chase it down. I put 3 or 4 of them on there, and they haven't done much for us. But oh well. Just gotta pay the money and get some headers here at some point. There's your Tucson sign. I don't know how good the sun's going to show that to you. But anyway, there's a way to Phoenix over there. Not as busy as it usually is, but and that way over here, you're going to have your way to Tucson. Anyway, I'm going to go give you guys an update on the video here as I'm leaving Dunkin' Donuts, and then we're going to parallel the tracks all the way down to the spot that we're going to hopefully catch Amtrak at. So we'll catch you guys here shortly. Okay, so we just left Dunkin' Donuts here. And I'm going to go up here 2 lights and turn right on Pert Street, and that's going to get us to road called Jimmy Kerr Boulevard, which is going to parallel the tracks all the way to our point where we interchange with I-10 and get on this other side road to get to the actual location. But for the sake, just going to give you guys a little tour. I'm not going to talk as much as I probably normally would have, but just want to give you guys a little bit of a general idea of what the place looks like around here. This place down here was where I took the video last week, down by this Fertizona fertilizer plant or silo. I'll give you an update when we get down to Jimmy Kerr Boulevard. Okay, so we're coming up coming up on the tracks here, and should be a set of signals, but I probably won't be able to see them from the road. But see what we can do here. So the tracks are over here. Pretty desolate, boring area, but that's the desert for you, I guess. And this bridge way up here is camera focus is going to be I-10, and we just, like I said, a road we just went over a few minutes ago, and over here by this mountain runs I-8, and that'll take you straight to San Diego. It takes about 6 hours, 6.5 hours to get there from here, so pretty well suited location for some highways to get you out to California from the heat of the desert. Don't see any headlights so far. There's another set of signals up here, but I can't quite tell what they've got going on right from this vantage point. Like I said, you can see the I-10 signs here. I don't know how much you guys know about the desert, but once the sun comes up, it gets hot fast. I was pretty amazed. When I showed you that it was 72, it was right about 6:15 in the morning. And once we get out to the location we're going to film at, I'll give you another temperature check, and I'll show you just how fast it climbs up. So here's I-10 right here. Don't see, well, I might see a headlight down there on the tracks. I'm not quite sure if that's one or not. It might be. Might have us a train early this morning. Turn the OAC on here. At one point here, after we get closer to Eloy, there's turns into a triple track for a little while. There's actually a siding that's rather long, makes it look like a triple track main, but it's not, but it's pretty neat looking. Maybe I've just seen a reflection now. I don't see any headlights down there. We're officially in the town of Eloy. Not very many people here, but oh well. And this mountain up here, that's called Picacho Peak. Legend goes is that the farthest battle during the Civil War was fought within this general vicinity of that mountain there. And not sure what this one over here is called, but it's quite large. And yeah, that's the folklore of Picacho Peak. Not sure who they'd be fighting out here in the middle of the desert during the Civil War, but that's a subject I haven't studied, so I'm gonna just leave it there. Still not seen any of these signals lit up yet, so my guess is there's not much going on right at this exact moment. Got a crossover right here. Oh, never mind, now I see another headlight. We might be in luck. Might have been shielded by a building. Yep, definitely, looks like definitely like a headlight. I don't know if you guys can see or not. Let's see if we go, oh shit, now we got another building in the way. There's a headlight for sure, but I think it might be a DPU. Oh no, it's a front end here. Might have a stack train. If I can pull off here and get you guys a little bit of a shot. Won't be able to get out and see anything, but get you guys a little bit of a panning shot here, but this looks like a typical Los Angeles bound stack train. And it's a westbound anyway, so it wouldn't look wouldn't do too good in the sunlight anyway. So there's that. Get back on the road here. It's like a pretty typical train. Nothing too exciting. Pretty short one in all reality. So I'm not going to take you guys through Eloy. There's not much to see through here, but I'll give you guys an update once we get to the interchange where I got to get on this road that takes us to the filming location. So we'll catch you there. There's a train stopped over here on the maybe on the siding, looks like, maybe. So we'll see what we got here. We're going to take this Picacho exit right here. It's going to kind of leave us around this interchange and go back under it. Not very well maintained out here in the middle of the desert, but it is what it is. I'm going to turn left right here and Go back underneath the old highway here. Uh-oh. Looks like somebody had an accident there. Oh, good. Alright. Turn this down a little bit. So we, once again, we're going to get on this road here, and it's not the nicest of roads, but it's the only one that's available to take us to the spot. And here's this train I was talking about just a minute ago. Either it's a train or it's just a cut of cars that's been set out, but it looks long enough that it's probably a train. That's a fairly long siding, so we'll let's see here. It's definitely a full auto rack train. At least the cars are full, so I imagine they won't be sitting there too long. I wouldn't imagine that many bad ordered cars. That's pretty neat too. They got an old, what looks like an old Southern Pacific water tank up here. Obviously been repainted several times, but that's what it appears to me to be. Old water tank or oil tank or something to do with steam locomotives. Well, there's no, sorry for the camera, I had to change my radio real quick here. There's no locomotives on the cut auto racks here. And the crappy part about the auto racks being there is it's going to be hard to see the, hard to see Amtrak when it shows up. I'm going to have to be listening pretty intently. Anyway, this road crossing up here to the left with the signals is going to be our location. Alright. And keep in mind, this used to be a single track railroad up until just a few years ago. They went ahead and double tracked it, and like I said, this is a section where there's a siding, so got a triple track here. All the signals are dark as expected, so I'll just pull right in over here. Give you guys a look here, and then we're going to wait for Amtrak. But, let's see. Yeah, it's still fairly nice outside, but it won't last too long. Once it gets to be about 7:30 or 8, it's going to get pretty. It'll already be into the 90s by that time, I imagine. See, this is kind of where we are. If you guys want to look this up. This is all old, the original Southern Pacific Sunset route here. And like I said, we have those cut of auto racks right there. That's doesn't have any power on it, so it's not going anywhere. We got main 2 right here, identified by the spray paint. And I do believe this actually used to be the original main. Actually, I think I'm wrong here. I think they kept main 1, and because main 1 has wooden ties, and this one's got concrete ties, so I was mistaken. But like I said, pretty nice spot. And like I said, this would be really nice if the sun wasn't behind us, but we kind of need it for the shot this morning. But these mountains back here look awesome when they have the sun on them. Cacho Peaks looks pretty decent over there already. Then way back over here, see if I can find it. This large, let's see, sun's in my eyes, but this large mountain back here is Mount Lemon. That's just right over by Tucson. So you can kind of see we're in the middle of between Tucson and Phoenix, because over here you can spot, this is a hell of a shot, but it's that's probably about 65 miles away, 65 miles away, and that's right over, that's the Superstition Mountains right there. That's right over there by Phoenix and Mesa. So we're pretty well in the middle of the desert here, and living the dream. But like I said, just want to give you guys a little bit of a short tour of the area here, and next portion of the video should be number 2 rolling through down this area, so look for that, and we'll catch you guys later. Well guys, we lucked out again here, and we're going to have another westbound here. He's hanging out down there coming this way. Looks like a stack train from this angle, and I'm not going to take any pictures, but I'll give you guys a video of it. Kind of hard to see the signals down there also, but I'll give you guys a heads up, so look for this video coming up next. Another stack train.